and I will become the best lawyer you have ever seen.
I just found our next associate.
Take notes, I'm not gonna repeat myself.
I love you.
It's over, Mike. I'm on to you.
So, with the possibility of seeing Suits Season 10 on the horizon, it makes you wonder about Patrick J. Adams' hint at a Suits and White Collar crossover. When Netflix picked up Suits in 2023, the show saw a huge resurgence as new audiences discovered its compelling stories and characters, sparking talks of both a spin-off and continuing the original series. However, many feel it would be best for the cast to reunite for a movie rather than another season. Created by Aaron Korsh, this USA Network legal drama debuted in June 2011, running for 9 seasons until its series finale in September 2019. Now, thanks to Netflix, Suits has gained renewed popularity, especially with the first 8 seasons already available and Season 9 joining the library on July 1, 2024. Plus, you can catch all episodes on Peacock. Korsh's series centered around a New York City corporate law firm, Pearson, where Patrick J. Adams' character, Mike Ross, a college dropout with a knack for passing the LSAT, inadvertently impressed Gabriel Macht's Harvey Specter during a job interview. Despite Mike's lack of a law degree, Harvey hired him, and their dynamic set the stage for the show's success. Now, even after 5 years off the air, Suits is as popular as ever, leaving fans, myself included, eager for more, as long as it comes in the form of a movie. That said, while Suits concluded its story in New York without plans for a follow-up set in Seattle, another narrative continued in Chicago with Pearson. This first offshoot of Suits, which premiered in 2019, shifted focus to Gina Torres' character Jessica Pearson as she navigated the murky waters of politics in the Windy City. After leaving behind her New York firm and corporate law, Jessica found herself in a completely new environment. Pearson wrapped its debut season with 10 episodes, but USA Network decided not to renew the series beyond that initial run. Following Pearson, Suits found a new life through a Japanese remake that lasted for 2 seasons. Despite the cancellation of Pearson, the ongoing success of Suits on streaming platforms has paved the way for another spin-off. 5 years after the original series ended, a new spin-off set in Los Angeles is now in development. This new series will exist within the same universe but will center on a fresh character named Ted Black, a former prosecutor adjusting to his role in the legal world as he establishes a firm specializing in high-profile client defense. Unlike Pearson, creator Aaron Korsh is returning for this Los Angeles-based spin-off. However, there's been no word yet on whether any original cast members will return for this new venture into the Suits universe. Having said that, there's been talk among fans about whether a Suits movie is the reunion they truly want to see rather than a Season 10. It's quite surprising that Suits managed to continue for 2 more seasons after Torres, Adams, and Meghan Markle departed in Season 7, and it's still debatable whether that decision was for the best. The show's main draw was always the fantastic chemistry among its key players, especially the dynamic duo of Mike and Harvey. Fortunately, the series found ways to revisit that dynamic, with Adams reprising his role several times before the show concluded. While there won't be a Season 10 of Suits, the decision to end with Mike and Harvey teaming up again for class action lawsuits was a satisfying way to wrap things up. A Suits movie would arguably serve as a better reunion than a reboot. Recently, at the ATX TV Festival, a panel featuring some Suits cast members and creators discussed the potential for a movie following a fan question. Patrick J. Adams hinted at the possibility, saying, "I am a person of no power or authority, but obviously there's a Suits LA show that is being made. That is the focus of Suits creator Aaron Korsh, and I think he would agree. But it's definitely something he's interested in doing in trying to get the band back together. So it depends on a million things if that can happen, but is it possible? I think it is possible." Both Adams and co-star Dule Hill expressed interest in reprising their Suits roles for a future project. However, nothing has been officially confirmed yet. While discussions are ongoing about reuniting the Suits cast, whether it will be for a movie or Season 10 remains unclear. For many fans, myself included, a movie would be preferable over a revival for several reasons. It allows for original cast members to return, even if just for cameos, which would be more challenging in a multi-episode season commitment. Plus, there's a risk of tarnishing the show's legacy with a revival, whereas a movie could provide a nostalgic and contained storyline. Given the upcoming spin-off, Suits LA, set in the same universe with new characters and stories, there's already fresh content to explore. This makes Season 10 of Suits unnecessary and potentially detrimental to the show's legacy. With Suits LA offering opportunities for cameos by original cast members, there's less pressure to revive the series in a full-fledged season. A Suits movie would be a fantastic way to revisit beloved characters like Gabriel Macht, Patrick J. Adams, and Sarah Rafferty. While Meghan Markle's return might be a stretch, a film could still weave a compelling narrative around a significant case at Harvey and Mike's Seattle firm, possibly involving their former New York colleagues. Patrick J. Adams has stirred excitement among fans by teasing a potential Suits and white-collar crossover, suggesting that this could pave the way for a Season 10 of Suits with new characters from White Collar. Both shows, despite their distinct premises, share compelling storytelling and ensemble casts that have garnered renewed interest as spin-offs or revivals are being explored. In response to a content creator's video on Instagram proposing a crossover between White Collar and Suits, Adams expressed enthusiasm, hinting that discussions are underway. Currently, there's no confirmation of his involvement in Suits LA, the upcoming spin-off. The idea capitalizes on the resurgence of popularity for both USA Network series, each finding a new chapter in their storytelling journeys. While Suits focused on the high-stakes legal world of Pearson Hardman in New York, White Collar followed the intricate partnership between con artist Neil Caffrey, played by Matt Bomer, and FBI agent Peter Burke, portrayed by Tim DeKay. Also set in the bustling streets of New York City. Given their shared setting and storytelling nuances, any crossover would likely need to occur in New York rather than in the new Suits LA setting, which is based in California. The potential crossover aligns more with a white-collar revival, where New York City remains integral to its narrative. Unlike the conclusion of Suits, which saw characters like Harvey and Donna relocating to Seattle, Peter Burke's story in White Collar remained rooted in New York, while Neil Caffrey's escapades extended to Paris. This geographical tie-in makes New York City the likely backdrop for any crossover, possibly involving familiar faces from both series navigating new challenges and collaborations. As discussions evolve around this crossover concept, fans are eagerly awaiting further updates to see if the reunion of these beloved characters will materialize on screen. With Adams' interest and the ongoing revival of White Collar, the prospect of a crossover promises to blend the best elements of both series while exploring fresh dynamics and narratives. What are your thoughts on the potential Suits and White Collar crossover? Do you think it should happen in New York, considering the rich histories of both shows in the city? Let us know in the comments below. And that wraps up today's video. If you want to stay updated on all the latest movie news, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. By doing so, you'll stay in the loop with all our future updates. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one. Remember, we're always open to your suggestions for future videos, so feel free to leave them in the comments below.